How do you fancy a Glasgow Punch? Let's get pissed with our ancestors. Glasgow Punch was one of those like ceremonial drinks that they would have in big fancy chambers. Comes from probably the 1700s. The person, more often than not, the man that made the Glasgow Punch was called a punch artist or punch master. The recipe for a Glasgow Punch uses 2 bottles of rum. I've pared it down a little so that we can make it at home. First ingredient, sugar. You want 2 teaspoons of sugar per serving. Okay, now we're going to melt that sugar with a little water. Glasgow Punch should be made from the coldest spring water newly taken from the spring. I could find no springs in Paisley, but we do have some of Scotland's finest, straight from the tap. Now the star of this show is a lemon, and you're looking for a lemon per person. No zesting, just squeezing. Now the recipe calls for good Jamaican rum. Please forgive my impertinence, I have a Paisley rum with me today. Dark God rum. Now, you're roughly looking for 2 shots of rum per serving. Yeah, sure. We'll take a spirtle, give it a quick mix. Back in the 1700s, we would have strained everything through one of these sieves into a big ceramic bowl. It would have been a real feature of a party. And do you know what else features at very expensive parties in the 1700s? Ice. Now, instead of actually adding ice into drinks, they would have put a cocktail bowl into a bigger bowl filled with ice and salt that would have brought down the temperature. For today, I think we can add in some ice. The final flourish for a Glasgow Punch is limes. And the cocktail master, if he was doing it in a big bowl himself, he would take the lime and run it around the bowl. And now we add our Glasgow Punch. Cheers. This is very good. Doesn't taste too sweet. You get lots of citrus fruit. You get the spices that are coming through the rum, but then it's actually quite like clean and light. We get a little ice ASMR. And maybe if I've got a big party, I can do a big Glasgow Punch bowl. Finally, be considered an artist. Cheers.